Happy Thursday, Grace Covenant. Today is Thursday, May 18th. Huckleberry's here. Good morning, Grace Covenant. Cricket's here. Good morning, Grace Covenant. So this Sunday, we're hoping to have our worship service outside, and we're celebrating Earth Day at GCPC this Sunday. So members of the Earth team will be assisting with worship, and I hope every day is Earth Day at Grace Covenant, but this Sunday we will particularly be turning our attention to God's creation and how the environmental crisis that we're in at this time, how it dovetails with issues of justice that are our central concern at Grace Covenant, and also how we're called as people of faith to life, to certain ways of living that are in harmony and that cultivate equanimity with all created beings and all of creation. And this is also Mental Health Awareness Month. I don't know how many of you all were aware of that, but I'm struck day in and day out by how many folks in our community, in our world, are struggling with mental health challenges. And it makes a lot of sense because the world is a really hard place to live these days. And, we have a lot on our bodies, our psyches, these days. And there are, because we know this at Grace Covenant with our analysis of racism and the economy and access to resources, that there are certain bodies and communities that bear the brunt of how hard it is to live in the world these days. And some of the most, the people bearing the most impact right now around mental health are Black, trans youth and LGBTQ youth in general as well. We continue to see disparities in terms of access to support and treatment for those populations, especially as laws are passed in state after state preventing coverage. Also, women are struggling right now with mental health. All of the restrictive laws around reproductive justice are very anxiety producing. There's high levels of depression, just high levels of severe anxiety right now for a lot of people because of the way that our culture is moving around issues of justice, around issues of access to health care and other kinds of resources. So my prayer for you today is that you can really give yourself some space to really inquire within yourself, what does support look like for you today? Whether you can solve the big problems in your life or not today, what are some incremental moments or steps that you can take to signal to your body and to your psyche that you care about yourself, that you are centering your mental health, your sense of well-being? What is a way that you can have those small acts of resistance today against a culture that would just assume us work ourselves to death, or would just assume us not really deal with the hard issues that are facing us as a society? Where is your resistance within yourself, within your life, within your daily life, in terms of you centering your mental health? And that could look like a lot of things. It could look like taking a walk, or really taking time to eat a healthy meal today, or reaching out to someone for support, finally making that appointment with a therapist. Maybe it's taking a nap. Maybe it's writing in a journal. Maybe it's prayer. Maybe it's calling your doctor to talk about some things that you're worried about, that you're noticing about your body, about your health. Whatever it is, I pray that you can be good to yourself and take that step today, and understand that when you do, your care for yourself is care for the creation, it's care for the world, it's care for your community. You are giving your community a gift when you center your well-being and your mental health and take steps to really take care of yourself and ask others to take care of yourselves. And the other piece of this is that individual self-care is not enough. So I want you to take care of yourself today, and I want us also as a collective to be aware that that will never be enough. We have to, as a community, as collectives, look at these systemic issues around access to health care, access to resources, access to healthy food and clean air and clean water. Well-being and mental health isn't just the responsibility of individuals. That doesn't work. It's the responsibility of communities and collectives and institutions and our society in general. And we really aren't doing well with that sense of the common good and how much we need each other to be well. So today, make space for yourself, and today let us all together, resolve anew to push and to provoke change in the larger culture and in our community. So blessings to you, Grace Covenant. I hope to see you Sunday, either online or outside at Grace Covenant for worship, and sending love your way. Take care.